자, 이번에는 수호이인데 수호이 중에 공격기 수호이 이야기가 있습니다. 자, 전술과 전략 수호이 공격기. 예, 수-34, 수-24. 수호이 공격기는 소련의 상징과도 같은 기체입니다. 자, 소련 붕괴 외에도 러시아의 상징과도 같은 기체였습니다. 자, 워선드에서 첫 초음속 공격기인 수-7, 수-7, 현대적인 수-34 이르기까지 다양한 수호이 시리즈가 등장했습니다. 각 기체마다 고유의 특징과 접근법이 있습니다. 봅시다. 자, 공격기 수호이 봅시다.
The strike aircraft
S-24
designed by
로켓이다, 저거.
Sukhoi became,
엄청 좋아요,
without
생각보다.
exaggeration, a true symbol of frontline aviation in the USSR and across the post-Soviet world. War Thunder features an extensive lineup of these vehicles, ranging from the first supersonic attack jet, the Su-7, to the modern Su-34. Despite their shared purpose, each model has its own
수-7은 그
distinct features
공대지
and requires a
탕커인가?
unique
그거
approach in
사라지면서
combat.
타기 힘들었다.
Something we're going to explore together today. We begin with Sukhoi's very first attack
앞전에
jet,
수-22
the
좀
Su-7B.
타달라는 분이
It's the very
계셨는데
first
몇 번
supersonic strike
시도해봤는데
aircraft
도저히
available to the
못하겠더라고요.
USSR in the game.
그래서
In
좀
terms of speed,
포기했습니다.
it can even rival
신청하실 분
many
죄송합니다.
fighters of its rank. However, the highly swept wings
제
that gave
실력으로는
this
타내기
bomber its
힘들더라고요.
speed also make sharp maneuvering nearly impossible.
이유는
For
너무
that reason,
느리더라고요.
we recommend
제가
sticking to
생각하는
straight flight
것만큼
paths.
속도가 안
The
나오더라고요.
Su-7B is equipped with a ballistic computer that makes rocket attacks more accurate.
저 S-24
Of
로켓
particular note
생각보다
are the
엄청 좋습니다.
S-24
저거.
rockets, capable of dealing devastating
상당히
damage
사거리
thanks
길어요.
to their
한
large explosive
3-4km
payload.
나올걸요.
The Su-7B's
타겟
most
타겟이
serious
뜨는 게
drawback is the absence of flares or
쏘기
chaff.
편합니다.
While surface-to-air missiles are not overtly common at this rank, they do sometimes appear, and this early Sukhoi strike jet has very little chance of evading them. The Su-7BKL and its export variant, the BMK, come with 2 additional hardpoints compared to the base model. They still cannot carry guided weapons,
야, 이거
but
6발을
the extra
달려.
pylons
와.
basically give them the opportunity to destroy 2 more
사기인데.
ground targets per sortie. Their combat tactics remain the same. Make a fast diving run, drop your payload, and withdraw immediately. Next on the list is the Su-17 M2. Its most striking feature is the variable sweep wing, which improves handling
야,
at low
얘는
speeds
이제
without sacrificing
가베닉이죠,
maximum
가베닉.
performance.
예,
This
날개가.
attack aircraft can also carry a much heavier payload, up to 4 tons of bombs and rockets. More importantly, it introduces precision strike capability with guided air-to-surface missiles, such as the Kha-23, Kha-25, or Kha-29. These allow you to attack from altitude without lingering in enemy air
결국
defense zones.
공대지는
The
그거
Su-17
같아요.
M2 also gains
발사 후
air-to-air missiles for
망각되면
self-defense, but it still lacks flares
되는
and
것
chaff.
같아. 예.
So it's still not a good idea to be caught in the
그리고
sights of
사거리가
a hostile
길다면
fighter jet.
좋죠. 예, 발사 후 망각의 사거리 길면 최고죠.
Countermeasure systems finally appear with the later Su-17 M3 and
얘는
Su-17
공격기라 얘는
M4,
전투기로
as
쓰기
well
너무
as the
힘들더라고.
export Su-22s. The use of these aircraft is similar to that of the M2, but each can carry up to 4 precision-guided missiles with laser guidance. The latest versions, the Su-17 M4 and Su-22 M4, even support TV-guided munitions. These are true fire-and-forget weapons,
지상전 하다
allowing you
보면
to break
이렇게
away from an
요런 걸로 캐스
attack
잘하는
much
형들
faster.
만나면
A few
짜증난다.
tips for flying aircraft equipped with guided weapons. First, try to release as many precision munitions as possible in a single run, since enemy fighters are unlikely to give you a second chance to climb back to altitude. When beginning a dive, cut your throttle and deploy the air brake. This buys more time
오도먹고
to
내리
acquire
꽂을
targets
때 그쵸,
before releasing guided
에어브레이크하고
missiles into
스로틀
clusters
낮추고
of enemies.
내리 꽂아라.
With laser-guided weapons,
근데
you
이제
can direct an
지대공 미사일
unlimited
너무 좋은
number
게
of them
생겨서 이렇게
simultaneously.
가능할까요?
Second, always keep an eye out for airborne
미사일
threats,
먹고
so
푹
you can
같은데.
make timely use
만난다면.
of all-aspect air-to-air missiles. All later Su-17 and Su-22 variants carry them, while the modest maneuverability of these jets prevents them from holding their own in a turn fight. These missiles can buy you some precious time.
어. 이야.
The next step in Sukhoi's
Su-25.
strike aircraft evolution was the
얘는
Su-25. Here, the
S-25인가
designers
뭐
abandoned
크다는 저
the
전봇대
supersonic
로켓.
concept
얘
in
말고
favor
저
of a
옆에
slower
있는데.
but much
저거죠.
more survivable subsonic attack jet. Protection is important, but so is firepower. The Su-25's tactics differ dramatically from those of the Su-17 and Su-22. Early Frogfoot variants rely primarily
Yeah.
on unguided weapons. Thanks to its low speed, the
보세요,
aircraft
크다란 거.
excels
저거,
at
저거.
treetop level attacks. Large caliber rockets such as the S-13OF and S-25O are especially effective here.
S100, 100, 250이네.
Flying at such low altitudes is very risky, of course, but unguided ordnance costs relatively few spawn points, making it a worthwhile trade-off.
아, 스폰할 때 점수가 좀 작나 보네.
Later variants, the Su-25BM, Su-25T, Su-25
여기 오면
SM-3, and
아마 발사후 망각하는
Su-39 shift the focus
그
towards
겁니다.
guided weapons.
유도미사일.
On those aircraft, it's best to start engagements with fire and forget munitions, such as the Ha-29T or
Ha-38MT 일
Ha-38MT,
겁니다.
which are
네.
excellent for suppressing enemy air defense systems. Laser-guided missiles and unguided weapons remain very effective in treetop-level engagements. Pop up from behind terrain, launch your strike from 3 to 5 kilometers, and get out. The Su-25's air-to-air capability also deserves mention.
R73도 있죠.
The
얘.
base model can carry R-60M missiles, while later versions gain access to the R-73 with thrust
R73
vectoring capability.
있어가지고. 예.
Combined with excellent low-speed handling, these make the Frogfoot surprisingly dangerous, even against fighters. On the Su-25T and Su-39, survivability in air combat is further enhanced by an electro-optical countermeasure system, which disrupts infrared missile tracking in the rear hemisphere. Another iconic aircraft is the
자,
Su-24 tactical
수-24.
bomber.
이거는
It
제가
boasts
많이
high
안
speed
다룬
and can
장비라
carry up to 3
솔직히 잘
fire and
모르겠습니다.
forget missiles, enabling a devastating single strike on enemy formations.
초반에
Keep in
나왔을
mind
때
that
이제 선회가
Ka-29T
너무 안
missiles can
좋아가지고
be complemented with
최근에 가보니까 많이
laser-guided
개선됐더라고요.
Ka-25ML missiles or TV-guided bombs.
선회할 때 속도가 너무 빠졌는데 그게 좀 줄었더라고요.
The pinnacle of Sukhoi's
자,
strike
최고의
aviation
장비죠.
development
수-34.
is the Su-34. Even faster and more maneuverable than
뭡니까,
the
저거?
Su-24, it
저
can
이상한
employ
저
the full range of
천벌,
weaponry
하늘에서 내린
against both
천벌.
air and ground targets. Its equipment and flight characteristics allow strikes from maximum distances, with the
끔찍하더만.
aircraft staying safe beyond the reach of enemy air defense. Notably, it
아,
is the
그리고
only
이거
aircraft in the
이거
game
하나로 미백
capable
깔
of
수
carrying
있어요.
a
와.
3-ton satellite-guided bomb.
3톤이면 6천
So,
한 500,
what
7천
tactics do
파운드 좀
you
되겠죠.
prefer when flying Sukhoi attack jets? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.